Saturday was Clash of the Castle.
Clash of the Castle.
Again, part of my ridiculous Saturday of World War II museum with the fam in Italy, and then capped it all off with watching a viewing of Clash alone in the bedroom with a glass of scotch. It was good.
As long as you didn't have any like lube next.
Nope, I did not. I had a bottle of scotch next to me.
Yeah.
Oh God, you caught me. I'm not going to miss these, and I don't want to know results because, especially with these crowds, the European crowds, like the French crowd, was that last month?
Yeah. I said like that crowd at the beginning,
bruh,
fucking bananas.
With Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles.
Yeah, and they got into doing like soccer chants and shit.
Oh, they had them. Again, they had it. They even went with a full sustained "fuck you, AJ" chant. Sustained, and like they don't beep it out because it's a premium event. Yeah. And it was like a minute, a little uncomfortable, so much so that Corey Graves had to go, "These people are disgusting."
Yeah. But it was, and again, it wasn't that thing of like, oh hey, are they saying fuck you?
No, it was like
clear, like it was one singular voice
and thick Scottish accent too. Like they were in unison, perfect. One of the things that Europeans do better than anybody, I don't know how they fucking do it, did it, and they started with a banger too, and I quit match at that.
Yeah. I was surprised that was the opener, but
I
loved it, but it was
because you have to put Drew McIntyre on last.
No, I get that point,
and you can't squeeze. And I quit. Like, where do you put it in the middle? And then who do you open it with? Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
So
that would have been the only thing.
That's what you would do. You would have to flip those.
Yeah.
Two. So you have to start with a banger and end with a banger.
Yeah.
And hope that one of those matches, however many they are, in the middle, is a banger as well.
Yeah.
So that's fingers crossed, fantastic.
But yeah, I mean both AJ and Cody Rhodes drew blood.
Yeah, and it looked like Cody's was the hard way.
Yeah,
but I don't think so.
Yeah, because I mean, like later after they had tussled a little bit, the blood had been wiped away,
right?
And there was there wasn't any. I mean, unless
like
he
AJ's, I think he clearly did whatever he did.
Yeah,
blade himself a little bit. But they're not fucking hardcore blading like they did back with Ric Flair, where his blonde hair was red after 15 minutes. And
still bleeding at the end of the match.
Yeah, like actively bleeding. Yeah, no. Sorry, I'm dehydrated. Yes, nice violent match. I'm glad that they didn't jump straight to violence. Because then where do you go from there if you're going to wrestle for however many... What did they wrestle for, a half an hour?
Yeah, because they
27 minutes.
They did a tour of the venue.
Yeah.
Like they went into the crowd, into the tunnels.
So you start like they did, slow, threw some punches, and then went outside, did your obligatory, we're going to go through the crowd and let everybody freak out. We're going to basically do nothing, but we're going to waste 7 minutes. It's really cool.
I love it, though, because like
so do I.
You get to see like straight on crowd, like individual reactions. And there's
always the like, I'm going to take your beer and throw it on this guy's face. That's always a spot in there. So perfect.
Yeah.
Great. Crowd pleaser. But then when they got back in the ring, then shit got real.
Well, and the handcuffs were the perfect touch.
Yeah, I think, like, the more I think about it, at first I thought, like, you can't have AJ just quit. Is that clicking me?
No, not where it's something. It's cords rubbing up against each other.
I was like, that was kind of a cheap way for AJ to quit because his whole thing is like, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to murder everybody that gets in my way.
Yeah.
But to be a heel, to like not accept your comeuppance and just be like, all right, cool, I quit. Like, and it also tells the story of, okay, we used to be really good friends, and I can see that you're not joking and you're willing to kill me right now.
Yeah.
So I'm going to quit.
Well, bringing in the steel steps.
Right.
Like that, I'm like, what's he doing with that? And then
I get it.
When he was who knows what the script was, but But I mean, like when you're right, like when it was like Cody looked like I was like, I'm gonna fucking smash this over the top of your head.
Yep.
Like that's when I was like, okay, I'm gonna die if he does this. And then of course, like the pop from the crowd when he did it.
Yeah, exactly.
Was insane.
And they built up the violence, just like when AJ when he pulled out the bag and everybody went, "Oh my god, they're bringing thumbtacks in here, aren't they?" And then AJ, being a douche heel, went, "Nope." Even better, and he's got fucking handcuffs. Perfect.
But even when the announcer's like, wait, how did Cody get the key? Oh, it was in the bag with the handcuffs.
Right, of course it was. So yeah, good on them. And for like a second there, halfway through the match, when AJ got in Cody's mom's face, I went, here's an out. Like all AJ has to do is like grab Mama Rhodes, like The Rock would say, by the throat, and Cody would be like, all right, I quit. Like, don't touch my mom.
Right.
And then go fucking ballistic on him. Like, they had an out, but you can't do that to Cody Rhodes. Like,
no.
If this was 5 years down the road,
maybe,
at that point.
His mom got some good licks in, though.
Yeah, I'm a little over her being an on-screen character.
Yeah.
But in the same breath, I know that they can't put his real-life wife on the TV, Brandy, because she just is a heat magnet, and Cody will be a heel in like 2 weeks because everybody hates his wife. She's easy to hate on TV. She really is. But she's a sweet human being if everything I see and read is.
Yeah.
And they have a gorgeous mixed baby.
There you go.
Mixed babies rock. Okay, so next was the tag team.
Yeah.
Not bad. It went... Oh, no, it didn't go too crazy long. 12 minutes. No, 3 teams or 4?
3, I think.
Let's see. The Scottish ladies, Shayna Baszler, and then the champs.
Yeah.
All right. Couple of things. They hot-shotted removing the belts from Cargill and Belair. Like, you don't do that. And I know you do it because you need to get the home crown pop for what's going to happen at the end of the night.
Right.
So, like, you need to offset that. I get it. But they have so much... They need to drag out those two fighting against each other for as long as humanly possible. And if you keep them a tag team, a dominant tag team with the belts, that establishes that. And then something like this happens. But they've had the belt for, like, a couple of, like 2 shots of espresso. Yeah,
I mean, that's what I figured was... The eventual game plan is that you drive a wedge between the two of them, and then they
wrestle at WrestleMania in the main event, and you draw billions and billions and billions.
Which
of
they're
dollars.
both on SmackDown or they Raw?
No, they're both on SmackDown. Well, technically, no, SmackDown.
Yeah. So I mean that would be the next logical thing, but I not that I know as much as you do, but I kind of had that same feeling of like it's a little too soon.
And then it tipped the hat to what was happening the rest of the evening.
Yeah.
Like, just straight up. Like, okay, here's the hometown heroes.
Yeah, but they still had a twist at the end.
They did, but no. The worst part that's going to happen with this tag team is if at SummerSlam... I meant at the very... I know what you meant. Yeah. I know, at the very, very end. That's why I had to collect my thought. So worst case now is they have a rematch at SummerSlam.
Right.
So then what was the point? To get a pop in Scotland as opposed to having Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair just carry the tag team titles until, I don't know, Royal Rumble, and then they get in a fight and they throw each other out. Then they have a tag team championship match.
I think apparently the other storyline is more important.
I get it. Yeah. Whatever. I'm sure Triple H is a way smarter person than me. I am, armchair booking.
Yeah.
All right, Chad Gable, Sami Zayn. That was I wanted it to be better technically. It got crazy storyline there.
Yeah.
Which I can kind of do without in the mid-matches, but that's where they're headed. These two guys are just too good. They're too good for what they got. I'm not going to talk about Bayley.
Held on to her belt. So
she won. Yeah. And they gave her 13 minutes, which is another thing. It was a tight 6-match show.
Yeah.
All right, main event time. Man, that crowd's fun.
Yeah.
Like I'll give them that. all of this stuff, even the Sami Zayn, they were way into everything.
Yeah.
Way into it. So they've got a hometown dude wrestling Damian Priest, the new champion, by virtue of CM Punk money cashing in, blah, blah, blah. So this was Damian Priest. Is this his first big
defense? Yeah.
Defense?
Yeah. I think so. Or like main event defense.
Yeah, I think he might have defended the title at Backlash or whatever the fuck it was, the one in France.
Yeah.
Good match until Damian Priest decided he wanted to he wanted to be a Von Erich, apparently. Because, you know, it's big, two big guys, big man match. They're both crazy athletic, awesome. What'd they go, 20 minutes? But yeah, I think the last 8 minutes or so.
Yeah, it got a little off the rails a bit.
Only because I think it's because Damian Priest botched that move.
Yeah.
Like when he got his leg caught in that rope, I thought for a second that they were going to have to stop the match. Because the official couldn't open the ropes up. Damian Priest couldn't pull himself up because he was backwards at that point.
Yeah.
And he had to sell. So Drew McIntyre had to literally go up there and flip him over to get him out of the ropes.
Well, and they, I was...
And then sold it.
I was reading today, like, they're going, like, it might be a while before Damian Priest, like, I think he legit, like, really got injured.
Oh, yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. He did.
Yeah.
He will definitely not be trying that second rope spring move anymore. I don't even know why he does it.
It's his signature.
You're fucking 7 feet. Who gives a shit? Just jump over the top rope. That's fucking amazing enough.
Yeah.
Now you could have ended your fucking career, you idiot. Anyway, good fucking match. I'm surprised that it that the end didn't get proper service because he was hobbled clearly.
Yeah,
he wasn't just selling. You could tell he was hobbled, but
that's where like that's where like I think the twist and I mean clearly helped them in that.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, everything worked out.
Yeah, I mean
I could see it coming from 6.5 miles away.
Yeah, but I just thought the way that they brought in CM Punk was
as the official.
Yeah, was fun. But I mean, the fact that what the crowd was counting, it was like a 20 count that he had Damian Priest pinned.
Yep.
And then finally, and
it was perfect. It was
and
like
the Twitter one was like the cameraman deserves all the props.
Yes.
Because like no one, I mean, at least from the
they
TV
followed,
audience,
and then when he dove in the ring, they were behind him.
Right.
So you couldn't see anything.
The only giveaway was the shoes, but that was
the sleeves to cover up his tattoos.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. But great. Simple. Oh, it's me. Both stand up. I'm going to kick you in the dick, and then I'm going to leave.
Although I was a little... The only thing that I didn't like about the sell of it was he's doing, 2 fingers, which, like, CM Punk, he just should have been flipping him the bird.
But I think it's that meme.
Yeah.
I think is what it is. Yeah. Did you see?
Which, like, I'm loving this storyline.
They've been in the same ring together for maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Since the Royal Rumble when CM Punk got hurt.
Right.
And they have the best feud in all of wrestling.
Yeah.
That's it.
And they got me, as of right now, I'm pulling for CM Punk.
Yes.
I'm just not a Drew McIntyre fan. I don't know.
Well, I am when CM Punk's not around. You should find the video because the new WWE is amazing at this, of CM Punk was like,